What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to talk about how to truly make money on Pinterest, not about quick fixes or magic formulas. I want to talk about a framework that consistently separates the winners from everyone else. It's a system built on smart, strategic action, not just hoping for the best. I'm going to break down some core principles that drive real results. So, let's get started and uncover the real problem many creators are facing. So, what's a real problem? Most creators aren't actually behind, they're just not iterating fast enough. You know the drill. You post a pin, it gets no clicks, and it feels like a failure. But then you tweak the design, change the title, refine the hook, and suddenly it gets some traction, it gets some clicks. That's not luck, that's learning. The platform didn't change, the algorithm didn't update, your behavior did. The creators who truly win aren't necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They're the ones that are moving and adjusting faster. Their speed of improvement directly determines their speed of growth. And that brings us to the first principle, understanding what winning truly means. So, building on that idea, winning on Pinterest isn't about creating pretty graphics, it's about understanding behavior. It's not a beauty contest, it's about testing what actually gets clicks, what gets saved, and what drives conversions. Some creators might find what works in just 3 iterations, while others need 10. But here's the kicker: 10 iterations in one single day will always beat 1 iteration per week. Your speed of improvement is the direct engine of your growth. So, now to truly accelerate that growth, we need to break down the entire process. So, to truly understand how to win, we need to deconstruct the skill stack. Pinterest isn't just one big skill, it's a chain of smaller, interconnected sub skills. Think about it. Keyword research gets your pin discovered, pin design stops the scroll, and clickable titles drive those outbound clicks. Curiosity hooks increase saves and distribution, while smart scheduling maximizes your reach. And finally, a solid funnel and monetization strategy converts that traffic into actual revenue. Improving each one of these links in the chain creates a compounding effect on your results. But how do you know if you're improving? That's where defining success comes into play. So, following from breaking down the skill stack, if you don't measure, you're essentially just guessing. You need to define what success looks like for you. High saves tells you you've got a strong content idea. High outbound clicks means your hook is great. But if you have high impressions and low clicks, your title probably needs some work. And if you're getting high clicks but low conversions, then your landing page is a weak link. You have to track what matters. So if you're not tracking it, you simply don't care about it. This data driven approach helps us avoid common pitfalls like falling for the mystery box advice. What does that mean? So we just talked about tracking what matters. So now let's ditch the idea that Pinterest is some kind of mystery box. Stop blaming the algorithm or energy for your results. The algorithm isn't magic. It responds to clear, observable inputs. So focus on what you can control: stronger contrast, a clear promise, better keywords, curiosity driven headlines. When you post more, you're able to test faster, and that means that you learn quicker. This is how you move from guessing to knowing. So let's stop with the mystery and start with the mechanics. So now that we're ignoring the mystery, let's look at what's working for others. So you need to model the top 10% in your niche. Study the creators who are already ranking high for your keywords and getting serious outbound clicks. Ask yourself, what do their best pins have in common? Look at their layouts, their color contrast, how they frame their promises, their landing pages, their content, their curiosity angles that they're using. Most top creators can't even explain why their pins work, but their behavior leaves clues. Observe those patterns, replicate those behaviors, and you'll start seeing similar results. Y'all, this isn't about copying, it's about smart learning. And that brings us to analyzing your own wins. So we've looked at what others are doing, but your best teachers are your own winners. So once you've posted enough, stop guessing and look at your top 10% of pins. What's different about them? Do they have a clear benefit, a more emotional headline, a cleaner image, or stronger niche alignment? Find those common threads, then do more of it. Double down. Each iteration increases your awareness. You'll stop copying others and start learning from your own internal data. That's when your growth truly accelerates. This leads us to the ultimate principle: repetition. So I've covered how to analyze your own winners, and now we get to the core of it all. Repetition equals revenue. On a long enough timeline, the fastest learner always wins. So it's not the person with the perfect brand or the fanciest templates. It's not the one who waits until everything is perfect and dialed in. The winner posts more tests, learns from each repetition, each image, each piece of content, and then improves strategically. This consistent iteration unlocks various revenue streams, which is what it's all about when you're talking about Pinterest traffic. You got affiliate income, digital products, email list growth, traffic monetization through display ads, eventually e-commerce. Your speed of learning directly impacts your speed of earning. And this brings us to the reps nobody sees. So we've talked about how repetition drives revenue. And here's the truth. People will call you a natural, but they won't see all the reps you put in behind the scenes. If others seem ahead, you're just earlier in the iteration cycle. The path forward is simple: post more, test faster, observe and analyze like a scientist, and then repeat what works. Repetition is the father of skill. And on Pinterest, that skill becomes income. Keep putting in the work and the results will follow. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. We'll see you for the next one.